Some people wear their history like armor. You can't see the battles they fought, but you can feel the weight they carry. This isn't about the obvious signs of pain. We all know what sadness or anger looks like. This is about the subtle, hidden traits that develop when a person has been forced to endure more than they should have. These aren't broken parts. They are survival mechanisms. They are the quiet, often misunderstood habits of a person who has survived. Today, we are exploring the 5 hidden traits of people who have suffered too much. Number 1, a fierce hyper-independence. This is the person who says, "I've got it," even when they are clearly struggling. It's not just about big things like refusing financial help. It's the small things too. They'll struggle to open a tight jar for 10 minutes before asking for help. They will try to move a heavy piece of furniture alone. They will carry all the groceries in one trip, even if their arms are shaking. From the outside, it looks like incredible strength, or maybe even stubbornness. But on the inside, it's a deep, learned response. People who have suffered too much have learned a hard lesson. Help is not always coming. They learned, often the hard way, that relying on someone else leads to disappointment or further pain. So they built a fortress around themselves. The motto of this fortress is, "The only person I can truly count on is myself." This trait is a double-edged sword. It makes them incredibly capable, resourceful, and reliable. They are the person who will get things done, but it also keeps them isolated. They push away people who genuinely want to help, not because they are unkind, but because letting someone in, letting down their guard, feels more dangerous than struggling alone. Their biggest fear isn't failure. It's the feeling of needing someone and being let down again. This independence is their shield, but it can also be their prison. Number 2, a deep discomfort with small talk. Have you ever been at a party and everyone is talking about the weather or a new TV show or a minor complaint about their day, and you notice one person who is completely silent? They might look bored or even rude. They're not. They are simply filtering. When you have been through real, gut-wrenching challenges, your tolerance for triviality, for superficial conversation, drops to almost zero. People who have suffered greatly crave substance. They crave real connection. Small talk feels like a lie. It feels like a waste of the very precious time and energy they have. Why talk about the rain when you could be talking about what you fear, what you love, what you dream about? They have walked through fire. It is very hard for them to listen to people who are complaining about a little smoke. This doesn't make them better than anyone else. It just means their priorities have been forcefully rearranged by life. They will shut down when faced with office gossip or fake politeness. But if you sit with them and share something real, even something dark, you will suddenly have their complete, undivided attention. They don't have time for the performance of friendship. They only have time for the real thing. Number 3, an intense, observant empathy. This one might seem like a contradiction. You might think that people who have been hurt a lot would become cold and closed off, and some do, but many develop the opposite, a kind of superpower. They develop an intense, almost painful level of empathy. Because they know the language of pain, they can spot it in others instantly. They are masters at reading the nonverbal cues. They will notice the slight dip in your smile that no one else sees. They will hear the tiny crack in your voice when you say, "I'm fine." They are the person in a group who will quietly drift over to the one person who is feeling left out. They won't make a big scene. They'll just stand with them or ask a simple, genuine question. They make people feel seen because they themselves have spent so much time feeling invisible. But this trait is also a heavy burden. They don't just see your pain, they absorb it. They feel the emotional temperature of a room as if it's their own. This can be exhausting. It's why they often need significant time alone. They are not being antisocial, they are recharging. They are trying to wring out all the emotions they've soaked up from everyone else, just so they can feel their own again. Number 4, a dark or absurd sense of humor. This is one of the most misunderstood traits. The person who has suffered too much often has a sense of humor that makes other people uncomfortable. They will make a joke that seems too soon. They will find humor in the darkest of subjects. They will laugh at the sheer absurdity of a terrible situation. This is not because they are mean. It is not because they don't care. It is precisely because they care so much and have seen so much that this humor is their last line of defense. It is a coping mechanism. It's a way of looking the darkness right in the face and laughing at it. If you can laugh at something, It means you have power over it. It means it hasn't completely broken you. When you have stared into the void, you sometimes find the only thing left to do is make fun of it. This humor is a sign of incredible resilience. It's the mind's way of processing the unprocessable. It's saying, this is horrible, this is painful, but it will not be the end of my story. I will find a way to laugh. This laughter is not one of joy. It's a laughter of survival. Number 5, constant, low-level hypervigilance. This is the trait that runs in the background, 24/7. It is the hidden engine of their anxiety. Hypervigilance is the state of being constantly alert, constantly scanning for danger. Their nervous system is stuck in on mode. It's a leftover from a time when they had to be on alert to protect themselves. In a restaurant, this is the person who needs to sit with their back to the wall so they can see the exits and everyone who comes in. In a relationship, this is the person who overanalyzes a simple text message, a change in tone, a shorter reply. Their mind immediately jumps to, what did I do wrong? Are they mad at me? Are they going to leave? And here is the most painful part. This hypervigilance gets worse when things are good, when life is calm, when their job is stable, when their relationship is happy. They don't relax. They become more stressed. They are just waiting for the other shoe to drop. They think, this is too good to be true. It's only a matter of time before it all falls apart. They cannot enjoy peace, because peace has so often been the warning sign for the next storm. This is not pessimism. It's a deeply conditioned response from a body that learned that safety is temporary. It is perhaps the most exhausting trait of all, because it robs them of the very peace they have fought so hard to find. So, what do we do with this? These 5 traits, hyper-independence, a hatred of small talk, intense empathy, a dark sense of humor, and hypervigilance, are not personality flaws. They are scars. They are the map of where a person has been and what they had to do to get through it. They are the architecture of a person who survived. If you see these traits in yourself, please be kind to yourself. You are not broken. You are not too sensitive or too difficult. You are a survivor, and the ways you learn to cope are a testament to your strength. And if you see these traits in someone you love, know that their distance is not about you. Their humor is not cruelty. Their silence is not judgment. It is their armor. Be patient, be real, and be one of the few people in their life who doesn't make them feel like they have to fight to be understood. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, if it made you feel seen, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content that tries to understand the human experience. And now, I want to hear from you. Which of these traits do you recognize the most? Either in yourself or in someone you know? Or is there a hidden trait that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. Your story matters, and reading them helps all of us feel a little less alone.